Hey mamas, it's your CajunStork here. Today we're going to talk about 2 signs of labor and whether they're big signs or whether they're little signs or whether they're signs at all. But before I begin, my name is Midwife Kyra and I believe in truly natural birth because I know that it makes for better birth experiences. Consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to join us every Monday for a Midwife Monday video. Now, 2 signs we're going to talk about today. One is mucus plug loss and the other one is your water breaking. So let's talk about number 1, losing your mucus plug. The mucus plug is this glob-like mucus, sorry, I know it's a little gross, that starts to develop at the beginning of your pregnancy in your cervix. And as your pregnancy progresses, you've probably noticed an increase in discharge in your pregnancy compared to when you're not pregnant. Well, once your term, around 37 weeks or so, it's not uncommon for moms to start to notice that their mucus gets a little bit thicker and there tends to be a little bit more of it, but losing your mucus plug tends to be a little different. Now, in my experience as a midwife, I've seen 2 different ways that women lose their mucus plug. The first one is the most common one. This is the one that if you Google mucus plug images, and I would not recommend that, but if you do, you're gonna see just what would be a big glob of your mucus plug, which makes it look like it all comes out at once. Another way that I've seen mucus plug loss happen is the mucus plug tends to come out slowly over a couple of days, and as it is in the heat of the vagina, it kind of turns a little bit watery, and sometimes women might even think that their water is broken. What happens, the reason why we're losing our mucus plug is that we're making cervical change. Now, this does not mean you're in active labor. This does not mean your cervix is 6 centimeters and you're walking around about to have a baby. But sometimes there's cervical change going on the inside that even if you had a vaginal exam, we'd notice very little. For example, maybe you're just effacing. You're going from 0% effaced to 50% effaced. So many women, and if you're one of them, please go ahead and tell us your story in the comments below. But many women will lose their mucus plug and within a few hours kick into labor. But is mucus plug a sure sign of labor? And the answer is actually no. It's not uncommon to lose your mucus plug hours, days, or even weeks before you give birth. And I think the grossest part about it is, believe it or not, your mucus plug actually continues to regenerate after you lose it. So let's say you lost it at 37 weeks. You might continue to have that thick globular mucus all the way until you give birth at 40 weeks. And so although you should be on alert for labor if you lose your mucus plug, that does not guarantee that you're about to go into labor. Which brings me to number 2, your water breaking. Now, your water breaking is definitely a sure sign of labor. The evidence says that over 90% of women are going to deliver their baby within 24 hours of their water breaking if they're term meaning, of course, 37 weeks with your due date being the 40th week. So when your water breaks, whether it's a little trickle where you're noticing like a little bit here and a little bit there, or the big epic gush that you see in the movies, the fact is your water breaking is definitely a sure sign of labor, and you're gonna wanna start informing your healthcare provider and making your way. So do you have any questions about signs of labor, other signs that you might wanna talk about? Let me know and I'll make it next Midwife Monday video. Thanks for watching, bye-bye.